Hello, everybody. I'm Jalen, and welcome to episode 5 of my Minecraft survival world. And today we're going to be going from this to this. I've been in this world for about a month now, and I'm still running around in iron armor and with iron tools, so I'm going to force the issue a little bit today. I thought a good way to start would be by exploring that mine that I found in the last episode here. I will say I'm starting at level 18 and I've only got a couple diamonds to my name, so if you don't feel like going through the grind with me to get all upgraded here, I will put a timestamp in the video of when we start working on the Nether portal. But for now, I'm just going to jump right in and get going. I actually had fairly decent luck finding diamonds in the mine. Even if it was one or two at a time, they added up. Finding diamonds is the easy part of the mission. Getting to level 30 over and over again is going to be the biggest challenge. So I'll take any mob I can get. I see some cobblestone up there, which is always a good sign, and I was super happy when I found out it was a skeleton spawner. Killing these two ended up being a challenge. I tried to get one to shoot the other, and I don't know how he got shot over and jumped over me here, but he ended up almost getting me. I had to run away. When I went back, I thought I was going to have to fight them, but they were gone. So yeah, skeleton spawner, very nice find, and it actually sends me off on a tangent later in the video, but more on that later. Not a bad haul here. 11 diamonds, few minerals, few name tags. We'll take it. As I get some potatoes cooking, I decide to start putting up some of these special items I've been saving. So I'll put my first full set of armor in my bedroom here. Wooden pickaxe above the fireplace. My first iron and copper ore just for decoration in the dining room there. And then I decided I would go explore this lush cave that I've crossed a couple times over in the jungle here, and I've been wanting to dive down here and see what we can find. Always nice to have an accessible source of lava, so this is a nice find here. I'm still just mining away and killing mobs, trying to grind up my levels. And yeah, I like this low ceiling. I like the look of this cave. You just know that these glowberries are gonna grow and overtake the place. But I was very happy to find a big iron vein here. Would have been handy to have earlier. I mine a good amount of it, but I don't want to mine too much. I want to wait until I have Fortune 3 to come down and really attack it. Actually had decent luck with diamonds down here as well. Just slowly grinding up the levels with a few more mob kills. Not quite as good of a haul from down there, but it was a cool area to explore, and I'm up to level 26, so we're grinding away. And I got 26 diamonds at this point. Just for fun, I thought I'd see how many levels I can get from a cow breeding session here. Except I needed a bunch more wheat. I ended up switching my potato field and my wheat field, because the potato field was much bigger, and I know that wheat's going to be a lot more valuable. Yeah, I didn't do this very long. Actually, it's not a bad way to get levels. End up at level 28. That's not too bad, because levels go really slow when you're up at this point. I want to know if anyone has an answer for this. I'm wondering why these sheep are not despawning. I always thought it was you could have them within a 20 by 20 square and they would stay, but that's way bigger than that. So anyway, I wanted to head to the Nether to gather some quartz for these last few levels, so I had to unretire my diamond pickaxe, which I don't know why I retired it so early. There's still plenty of durability left. But get our first enchantment table made. We'll see what kind of enchantment we're going to get on our first pickaxe, and Unbreaking 3. And that becomes a pattern. I'm going to wait until I get Fortune 3 or Silk Touch. Ended up going on a little mining session just to get the rest of the diamonds I was going to need to gear up, and found another mine shaft. Might be the same one, I don't know for sure. Also found this geode here, which is a nice find early on. And yeah, got enough diamonds to where I'm going to be able to make all my gear. And lots of redstone. It's good to start piling that up. I lost the clip of making all my gear, but kind of show you the options it was giving me for the enchantments, and for this first round, not very good. I don't really like any of them to waste on my diamond gear, so I end up doing a bow just to get some fresh ones. So power forward bow, nothing else, not a good start. I'm not going to use any of my gear or tools until I have them at least started to be enchanted. Not fully enchanted, but we'll get a good start. And I forgot to get obsidian while I was down there, so I had to go back down and gather enough to build another portal. Grab my gold helmet before I head into the Nether, and I know I mentioned last episode I was thinking of building my Nether portal above my hidey hole, but my mind has changed since then. I'm going to go a lot bigger. I know this is the general area. Right now I'm just putting a small one in so I can go into the Nether, but as you've seen in the thumbnail, we'll build more later. Actually had a decent Nether spawn here, kind of spawned me in the roof, level 113. I don't know why it did that, but I'll take it. Above a soul sand valley here in a crimson forest. Not the best for mobs, but could be worse. But yeah, it's nice to find the soul sand, so I don't have to go searching for that later to make elevators. And yeah, I'm not trying to just dive down there, and I'm really not trying to do a bunch of Nether exploration. I'm mainly just here for quartz, so I'm going to stay close to the walls. one of the worst ways to die in the Nether right here. Too close of a call. I would have been pretty disappointed. But I do start finding some quartz, which is one of the best ways to grind up some levels. And kill a few hoglins. Once again, it gives me Unbreaking for my pickaxe, which is a good enchantment. I just want to get Silk Touch or Fortune 3 on these first two pickaxes, so I don't want to waste it. And again, it's just not giving me many good options. I end up going with the Unbreaking 3 on my shovel. Get Efficiency 4 as a bonus, so it's a decent shovel. And yeah, the Nether brought me out over here for some reason. I don't know why, but we'll figure that out later. Just heading back to grind some more quartz. Right outside my little tunnel there's a bastion here, which is a nice find. I've never really explored one. I think I explored one when they first came out, just kind of got my butt kicked and haven't gone since. But yeah, there was another one hiding right up here, so I got two bastions right by my nether spawn, so that'll be fun to attack at some point. I'm starting to feel kind of bad mining out all this quartz without fortune, so we're going to do something different for my next round. And again, Unbreaking 3 on my pickaxe. Not great luck with the enchanting here. I end up going with Protection 4 on my chest plate and don't get any bonuses. At this point, I decide to go down and start getting that skeleton spawner set up for some AFKing. I will definitely be turning it into a cool farm at some point, but right now I'm just going to get it where I can stand for a while and let the skeletons pile up. I'll do a water elevator and all that stuff later. But yeah, just dig out 4 in each direction here. Fill up the box. Top off the spawner. Build a canal down here. Get a water source on every block in one end that'll push the skeletons down into this crevice here. And then some water that'll pull them to a single point at the end there. I'll be putting more work into it later, but now I can stand and just grind out some levels. While I'm letting the skeletons pile up down there, I work on digging out a room that I'll be using for the spawner later. Make my trip back up, and what do you know? Unbreaking on my pickaxe. I think that's 4 or 5 in a row. Not great luck on the enchanting. I'd go with Protection 4 on my pants. Get Unbreaking 3 as a bonus. Decent pants. And I had calculated where I was going to make my elevator down, so that's how I got down this time. And just back to letting some skellies pile up. I end up caving in and just going Unbreaking 3 on my axe, but I end up getting Smite 3 and Efficiency 3 as a bonus, so I'll take that. Now I'm making the other shaft for the elevator. This time I went a little too far and ended up dropping and spawning a warden. That could have been bad. But I escaped. finally, Fortune 3. And Efficiency 4 is a bonus. That's not a bad pickaxe. If only I had Unbreaking. Got some kelp so I can make my elevator. One of the skeletons dropped a Respiration 3 helmet, which came in very handy because I wouldn't have been able to do this without it. Once again, not many options here, so I got looting 3 on a book for my sword. And finally, Silk Touch for my pickaxe. And Efficiency 4 is a bonus. If only I had Unbreaking. I also got Unbreaking 3 on my boots, which I lost a clip of, and then here's a decent book for a helmet. Test out the water vader. Ended up getting a good helmet here, so that book will come in handy later. And then that's when it happened. I had spent hours worth of AFKing and had no problems with mobs. All of a sudden, a creeper got me out of nowhere. I was very sad. Super lucky I got as much done as I did before this all happened, but definitely set off a little series of events here. I am geared up here. I'm wearing at least all gold armor. I know it's not much, but it's something. But I obviously was too confident because 2 hits from a skeleton and I'm gone here. This is crazy. I just don't remember it being like that. I'm gonna fight those guys from a distance. Got my stuff. Like I said, very lucky I got as much done as I did. That would have really hurt if I had not gotten much done, but I'll take it. And I head up here, and then I'm thinking, I want to figure out where that creeper came from, because I'd been down there so long and had never had any mobs spawn. So I dropped back down, and then I'd probably jumped down this thing 10-15 times. Totally forgot I hadn't filled that ledge there, but it's actually pretty comical at this point. Filled that up and looked for the spot for the creeper, which apparently it's this little corner here, which I know looks really dark, and it definitely looks even darker on YouTube, but I don't think it's zero light. It doesn't make sense to me, but that's the only place it could have been. So I grinded a few levels out, just enough to put these enchantments on, put looting on my sword, and got feather falling on my boots. And finally, I am done with this project. Get out of this uncomfortable iron armor here. Boring. Put on the good stuff. Kind of go through the enchantments, looting sword, decent shovel, need unbreaking for both my pickaxes, that's funny enough. Decent axe, need to get depth strider for my boots, unbreaking for my chest plate. Other than that, I'm not looking too bad for starting from nothing. And now it's finally time to get going on what we've all been waiting for, building this nether portal. I went and ruined that one that got created, went down and got a whole bunch more, because I'm going biggest nether portal I've ever built, that's for sure. And we'll just get going here. Sketched out the path here. I'm just gonna build the land around it. Sometimes I like to make a little skeleton of the land and just fill the dirt in between. It makes things a little easier. And I'm liking how it's starting off. Get going on the path on the other side as well. I think we're looking pretty good. And I'm sparing you all my trips of gathering dirt and cobbled deep slate. You can imagine I use a lot of it. Really liking how this little cliff face turned out. I think it looks really cool. Very good times with Scar-esque, if you ask me, as far as the shape. Get a little shape to the portal itself. One thing about doing a big portal is it's a lot easier to do cool things with it. So I got a nice little round shape and end up putting these little tentacle type things on it, which is something I've never done, but I think it looks really cool in the end. Match it up on both sides. I'm liking it very much. Now this is where finding that skeleton spawner sent me off on a tangent. I was already planning on using some bone meal and making it kind of mossy around here, but I wasn't planning on going as far as I did. I'm really liking how it's looking here. I like the moss and the cobbled deep slate together. I think they're a good combo. So I started by doing the whole little hill area. Got it looking pretty good. Then I got kind of going crazy chopping trees and decided I'm going to make a whole azalea biome here. Go along with my tree farm. I do end up using a lot of azalea leaves, so it'll be handy. And this was a long process. Placed a lot of bone meal. Start getting it connected to the rest of the path network we had going down there. I even build a nice little rope bridge type thing. I like it. Get going on some finishing touches to the area, make it a little easier to traverse the land. Put a little railing on the walkways here. Finally start adding some greenery to the portal itself, which blends it in and ends up looking nice. Stairs around to add a little shape, round off some corners. And I think I'm gonna end it at that. I really like how this turned out. By far the coolest Nether portal I've ever built. It's a lot of fun doing a big portal. I've never done it, and it definitely gives you lots of options on doing something with the portal itself. Not to mention the whole azalea forest area here. As with all the little biomes I've made, I plan on jumping in probably one at a time and really bringing them to the next level. So I'm going to bring a bunch of clay and do some water features around here and stuff. But I got it looking pretty cool for a whole lush forest type thing. And the portal looks great on both sides. Very happy with it. I like how the paths turned out, and even just adding the railing made a big difference on the look of the whole thing. I'm very happy with it. My big azalea forest here. So yeah, I think we're gonna call it there. Again, the support from you guys has been absolutely awesome. I was not expecting to have as many people as I have at the moment just following along and enjoying it, and it really means a lot, and it's definitely inspiring me. Everything I've made so far has been pushing myself to new levels, so that's all because of you guys. I appreciate it once again, and hope to see you around, and I plan on keep going. So I will see you next time, and thanks for coming.